we're back to Limbus. Maybe I probably should have made it clearer on the title, but we are playing Nestic Experience. Yeah, I just searched how to pronounce the name of this intervallo. Wait, no, was it Experience or... Yeah, Nestic Experience. I'm not... Apparently, Nestic means memory. And I'm excited to be seeing Kim is back! He was just a potential Kim in 9, but he's back! I can't wait to actually see him coming back in action and seeing what will happen. Where's the event bonuses? I do have Blade Lineage IDs, but they're not leveled. So I'll probably be borrowing maybe a Merceau with his ego would probably be the best thing for me to borrow for a big bonus, unless I borrow like because then I could, if they're not essential members of the team, I could swap them out and put them in the back as low levels, but I'm not going to be too worried about it. I already tried to build like really fast a ring team last time. I'm just going to chill this time. Bonus or no bonus, we will go through this. So without further ado, we are finally back on the bus and making our way to New Horizons. That's what my title came from. And going on to the next area. Consultation session. Need to farm these bozos. I had them. Evidently not all of them, but I never actually used them. That's why they're definitely like level 1 or something probably when I take a look. That's why I'm just gonna borrow someone, put extras in the back row, and if we can't max out the bonuses, whatever. Our two teams again are still Heisho and the Ring. Those are the two that are the highest level, so I hopefully they can handle it. Meowdichi in chat, let's make our wishes. Wish for this rock to hit true and willing. Oh, what does that mean? But I wish for that too. Hopefully you get your wish come true. Oh wait. For this one, we should go about it like... That's probably the end of his name, Dante. No, he's just been in the Vanguard for too long. I should pull him back and let him... Dante? Huh? Oh, sorry. Did you say something? I provided you with an answer to your question, but you exhibited no observable response. Is the sinner's combat preference deteriorating by beyond manageable parameters? Oh, it's the line for Dawn's wishing care, Nico. Ooh, cute. That's pretty cute line. No, things aren't that bad, but it's just hard to focus on one conversation when I'm trying to support the battles happening in a completely different place at once. On top of that, Raja's shopping chatter is starting to get a little distracting. A few days after we entered N-Corp's district, the contact shall come to you in due time. Okay. The bus pulls over in the back streets of N-Corp in order to take care of a distortion case. This contract was supposed to be handled jointly with the LCD team, but distortion suddenly started cropping up all over an area of the back streets called Butter Street. I don't know why Butter Street is kind of funny to me. Of all the like really serious shit that happens, it sounds like it's so full of whimsy, without any coherent pattern. No obvious point of origin or route of spread, nothing convenient like that, and I just had no choice but to split the sinners into several groups and send them out. Oh my god, we're split up again? Wait, if we're split up again, how am I gonna bring the random bonus units? Hello, hello, Manor, welcome. Glad you could make it. We just started. This is definitely just like the first 3 minutes, maybe, of the first node of the Nestic Experience, so you have missed nothing. Otis, Ishmael, Sinclair, Don Quixote, Yi-Sang, and Merceau were on their way to rendezvous with the LCD team. Okay. Heathcliff, Gregor, and Honglu were suppressing distortions that had shown up from other directions, smaller teams. And on board our stock, and with our onboard stock scraped down to the bottom, Roger and Rashu, who were done with their share of suppression work, were put in charge of buying supplies to the bus. As for Faust, maybe Faust was helping manage it? Yeah, okay. She decided to stay behind with me on the bus. I wanted to get through the consultation sessions I'd been putting off and thought I might as well get some much needed practice with handling the new golden bow power I acquired. To reiterate, there are no issues requiring special concern regarding Faust. It is true that Faust has, on several recent occasions, expressed dissatisfaction with a certain Faust. However, those instances should be classified as mere personal grievance. I mean, that's good if that's all there is to it, but this was not the first time Faust had seemed unlike herself. There had been times before when she had spent far longer alone than usual, lost in thought, moments in which she could not produce immediate answers to the questions from other sinners or me. Could it be you can't access the Gesellschaft? May I ask your basis for that inference? The end of Canto 9. Because you're acting a lot like when you did back on the warp train. It appears there remains occasions on which you are still capable of surprising Faust, Dante. So I was right! You really are cut off from the Gesellschaft? Grab that hydrate real quick. That was not intended as a confirmation of your conjecture. Maybe she's saying that while she can technically access the Gesellschaft, it may as well be that she can't. I mean, she got given a really, really mean nickname at the end of Canto 9. I wish I could ask more to get to the bottom of it, but the way she was sidestepping the subject told me that prying wouldn't give any further insight. Right. I won't press you if you don't want to talk about it. Your reserve is appreciated. Shall we move on? I don't know, this is like... Dante is like multitasking monarch here. It's so distracting for me personally to be trying to do something like, let's say I'm trying to read the text here, and then if someone is talking near me or like music with lyrics is playing, I'm going to get really distracted. So Dante pushing through, like managing the battles going on somewhere else, hearing the other sinners just chatting and talking and stuff all at the same time while holding a conversation with Faust. They're doing a lot of work. Multitasking monarch. I would get so distracted and just overload and stare off like they were doing at the start. Yes, your consultation is the next agenda. After cross-referencing the records pertaining to the recent events in the House of Spiders, it would appear that memories concerning the individuals designated as Sora and Ren currently remain only with you, Dante. Aw. As such, should the influence of Ryoshu and her sword lead to further omissions in the official records, the manager will be responsible for supplementing the necessary information. Yeah, well, it's not the first time I was the only one left with intact memories, huh? True. That's right. Despite K-Corp's memory wipe procedure, Katherine's erasure by the Golden Bow's power, and Arayashiki severing people from existence, I was the only one who remembered what had transpired. But ironically enough, the memories I had prior to swapping my head with this clock still showed no sign of returning. Why won't my old memories come back though? Is it because of this clock head? Speculation based on your experience with the bus team thus far will not meaningfully contribute to your recovery of your former memories, manager. Hello, G, hope you're doing well. Hello, I am. Hopefully you are too. Thank you for dropping by, bro. Inductive reasoning conducted from memories with gaps after all is bound to have structural limitations. Bongi would serve as an adequate analogy. Bongi? Yes, Bongi. Receiving feed and increasing in body mass alone would provide it with no meaningful basis for identifying the purpose of its rearing. Even at the terminal stage, when exposed to kitchen instruments and the heat of the stove, its limited experience would prove inadequate to constitute an understanding of its ultimate fate and purpose. Likewise, the ultimate answer to your doubts can only be obtained from the whole of the experience that you will have accumulated at the terminus of your entire journey. That is, your allotted mission. Because treasure awaits at the end of the road, at the end of hell. And that treasure will give me back my memories in my head. Also, indeed, at the end of the road, you will be able to engrave your aspect. I still have no idea what exactly an aspect means, or even whether it's an object, but if I know one thing, it's that the me, from before all of this began, had wanted it badly, obsessively, desperately. It's more like an instinctive knowledge, but with my memories gone, that feeling, however strong it is, does not change the fact that it's just another word with no discernible mental image. Fair. And you're not gonna tell me what it actually is, are you? The aspect? Or what it means, or why I wanted it so much? It remains a piece of information that must be disclosed to you. Then no. I am unable to tell you. Pay it no mind. You're still following your star acceptably. Please concentrate on the journey. More importantly, have you grown accustomed to the incomplete power? Current observation suggests that you have yet to arrive at that level. Oh, well, I've gotten pretty used to focusing on one place at a time, but keeping track of several places at once is still a bit rough. Otis's team is doing well in combat, even without my direct supervision, and Raj's team is shopping and not engaged in battle at the moment. Taking my mind off of them would prove much easier, but that wouldn't give me much needed practice. So I'm doing my best to keep an eye on every sinner status. Sufficient familiarity should result in substantial tactical value. You would be able to cast a wider net when information gathering, and employ previously unavailable tactical patterns. Yeah, I feel like if this does become something regular in the future, it's better for him to have his practice around right now. Right, and I'd also be able to tell when it's a bad time to call someone in too. Even as I continue talking with Faust, I make sure not to stop observing the places where each group is and what they're doing. Yup, pulling Heathcliff to the rear was the right call. I don't see any injuries, his team's still doing pretty well even without my directions. As for Raja... oh wait, did she just stuff all of the pastries and bread that she bought into her pocket? How did she manage that with such a huge baguette? And Otis's group... let's see. They joined up with the LCD team without any issues. LCD? Then that guy over there must be... hang on. Like, imagine if it, like, darkened and then it suddenly, like, flashbanged you with a Kim jump scare. Then that guy must be... Kim. Hang on. Funny how the fastest group to wrap up distortions would be Ryoshi Rodya. Well, they were locked in. They had other things they wanted to do. Faust? There's a dude I've seen before, but he seems a bit... different from what I remember. Could you specify the issue? I'm monitoring the situation right now, but we should probably join up with them too. Let's end the consultation here. This is rather precipitous, Dante. If the incident is of a serious nature, perhaps a request for support from the LCC... No, it's not an incident. Though I wouldn't say it's not serious. What happened to him? Why are you so shocked, Dante? Let's see. Probably in the next node we'll immediately see it. It's a question if it's a battle node or if it's just story. Probably just story? Yeah, just story. Rendezvous. Hello, Renelle! This is going from bad to worse, really. Dante seems to be tied up helping the other groups. Otis's command calls have been working out well enough, I'll give her that. And we've managed to hold the line better than expected. But we're definitely starting to feel the strain. Oh, this is super shocked face. Why are you waving your hand all over? Arm and hand signals. Huh? What signals? What's the swinging arm sideways supposed to mean? You don't know? It's scatter, damn it, so scatter! Crash. Where's the Gregnant? He has been retired, I'm sorry. That was close. We almost got flattened. Damn it, even rookies with nothing but the most rudimentary of military training would have recognized a hand signal that basic. Well, we're not all trained soldiers here, are we? Verily, the flourish of a single hand doth indeed make a boast of chivalric elegance. Yet when thou suddenly wavest thy arm about, clenching and unclenching thy hand in that mystical fashion, only to suddenly turn tail, forsooth, I am left bereft of understanding what thou meanst to say. To think all of the personnel in the team, only the Swabby has the discipline to interpret basic field signal. I only picked it up during my sailing days, and realistically speaking, did you really expect ordinary people like the others to understand professional military signals? This is unacceptable. After all the operations, all of you have been deployed under my lead. My lead! You're still ignorant when it comes to nonverbal signals. I don't think even Dante would know the signals. Yep, might as well be splitting hairs. Literally. Let us appease our agitated hearts and follow Miss Otis's instruction. We should disperse and withdraw. Megaton landing! Hey, pretty cool, huh? Let's face it, I know how to make one heck of an entrance. Oh, aren't you supposed to be cleaning up the distortions upstairs? Oh, finito a million. I can't say it. Finito a million years ago. You guys were taking forever, so I figured I'd take a peek and lend a hand. You're welcome! Split by your thundering descent, the floor's form and shape are now crushed beyond mending, sunken deep enough to be likened to the incipience of a wellspring. Don't you worry your head about it. It's all the after teams to take care of. Anyway, that should be all of them, right? The force of your landing neutralized the last of the distortions outside of the building. Great! Can you check on the distorted people's faces and clothes? Their faces are all segmented. Makes my skin crawl. It's not a pleasant sight. As for their attire, sorry about yesterday. Phone was low, had to go shortly after. No problem, Galax. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for dropping by again. This one appeareth to be a sweeper, and one yonder bears the attire of an ordinary fixer. And this distortion I landed on, probably a local resident judging by the clothes. Did any of you happen to see anything nearby bursting with a big pop and flash? Nay, not once. Okie dokie. You know what? Then let's all head upstairs. This suppression request is kind of a pain. We'll need to put together a nice neat plan before we start poking it too hard. A plan, sayest thou? How was this not a mere matter of slaying distortions where they stand? You remembered? Yeah! Huh? Wait, did nobody brief you? This has oft been the structure of our assignments. We are given instructions, we perform them, and only afterward do we begin to perceive the nature and contour of the task of which we have committed to our hands. Action first, talk later. Really? Well, I guess every department has its own way of doing things. No big deal. I'll explain everything once we're upstairs. Oh, by the way, you didn't get to meet the whole team last time, did you? Only our new girl. This time, that dude, Mr. Bamboo had it, Kim's also here, so... Huh? He's okay now? Oh, sure is. You'll be surprised once you see how okay he is now. With my only, sneak peek at this being the trailer where they revealed, the IDs and, the ego, I don't know. I don't know about that. But last time you said he was still under treatment. To be precise, I believe Miss Angdu stated that his mind has yet to regain its former tranquility. Aha! That? You'll get it once you see him. I feel like we'll just end up having the same conversation twice if I say anything about it now. He goes, great, get it tomorrow. Hell yeah! You have arrived. Why they got such a hard frame? They got it in monochrome, black and white. That's crazy. Hi G, hi Zeke. Welcome for dropping. Welcome. Thank you for dropping in. You're going to make coffee. Be back. Haven't slept yet. Oh my gosh. Well, if you have making a coffee, I guess you still have to stay up. Have a nice coffee and hope you don't push yourself too hard. Relax. It's blinding. Oh, Kim's radiance upon reappearing into the story. It's so bright. The midday sun is pouring in like crazy. Yet, the warm tickle of the sunbeam is rather agreeable. No, this is not sunlight. Because unlike this, there is more to the sunshine than its warmth. Then, what exactly is this light? Their aura. Their aura farming. Why is this thing on again? It's bright enough to fry my eyeballs. Apologies, Lady Ezra. I am yet to be accustomed to this machine. This is my first time laying a hand upon the complicated workings of such a contraption. It activated of its own accord, and I have yet to discover the method by which it may be silenced. Feels so... We're so... It's the sun. Oh no! Not the sun thing again like he mentioned in the Arknights collab. That's why I told you to leave it alone. Fiddling with things you don't understand usually ends with something, or you, broken. Nothing good comes of it, I tell you. Hi, Shirabear, thank you for dropping by. But Mentor, Lady Moses has instructed me that in every moment and event, clues are hidden under the veil of one's surroundings and must be examined with care. Different game? Yeah! These two are too blind. Yeah. Done with Psychocolor? Not yet. Probably close. Maybe one or two more streams of it. Yes, and that only works if you're savvy about the knack. Hang on, did you just say mentor? I had not yet been afforded a proper opportunity to introduce him to you. This here is the esteemed leader of the Blade lineage, who is all but a master under whom I have apprenticed. Do you really have to dress it up like that? I told you, I only took the role on because there wasn't anyone else around to take the job. Switch, where's the switch? Aha! Gotcha! Yo. They seriously were just aura farming. The aura loss we had the moment. I mean, Engdu looks really cute. Kim is just covering his face with a hat, but this guy in the back is sending me. Guy in the back is just like, it's like me on a Monday. He's like, damn. When the new Kanto comes out, you'll make sure to use Hornet Mersol again because he has a gun. Ooh. Goodness. Known as Bamboo-Hatted Kim. Yes, that- Wait, what?! Yo! Wait, that's- Wait, the guy in the back who looks like he's freaking dying is him. Was that just his suit, like, drawn up for the aura? Seriously? They really were aura farming. Guess I should say pleased to meet you, folks. That was not what I expected. She has bangs now. Yeah, Engdu's look is kind of cute. She looks very different with bangs. I think that goes for anybody who just like suddenly gets a haircut after you're so used to seeing them normally. But that Bamboo-Hatted Kim reveal got me, bro. Search for the inflection point. No way, guys. It's him without the bamboo hat. Put it back on! Put it back on! Okay, so... more often than not, first impressions are prone to change. Let me just grab this screenshot, though. Okay. Cool. When I was looking at the picture the first time, I didn't even see the guy. I saw him because it seemed like he was really standing out among the three of them, but then I didn't think he would be Kim. And he got a bank transplant from it. You should just call him Kim. Yo, Kim, let's go. The Bamboo-Hatted Kim I remember was a man who drowned in his own fathoms, blaming himself for his powerlessness with a listless, heavy voice. That, however, had been a while since he was distorted and sunken into himself, so I figured his original personality might be somewhat different. But this is not just somewhat. This is very different, I agree. His personality isn't even in the same ballpark as my expectations. You're telling me here, this guy is Bamboo-Hatted Kim? If you think about it, his full fit must be stuffy as hell. But I mean, like, every Blade lineage guy was wearing it. But I guess. Yep, we double-checked with Ezra. She said he really is the same guy. Oh, that fire on your head's not hot at all? Fascinating stuff. No! I feel like I was expecting... Because, you know, someone's very, very, like, serious. And I feel like I ended up with like, a himbo. But I don't know. It might be too soon to say that. But I think that's how it feels. Shirt plus suit plus robe, true. I'll say this. Yeah? Casually head pats Dante. Yeah, it's pretty... The flame, damn! It looks like a lot like a guy from a beer. Like actual... I can see it. I can see that being the case, yes. There's something about his face. Can you... okay, can we check again just in case? I really can't wrap my head around the fact that this is the sullen, serious man whom we'd fought. Just look at what he's doing. He's rubbing my face like all over, like he's checking out some kind of mantelpiece ornament. Well, he isn't a BL fact. That's true. Lots of ticking and talking going on, I suppose. That's supposed to sound like them talking to you folks, huh? A further confirmation would be redundant, Dante. This individual is conclusively identical to the one identified as bamboo-hatted Kim. You know, without the bamboo hat. I've got no idea what you folks are so suspicious about. Engdu, just what had you been telling people out there about me? They're all staring at me like they've seen a ghost. I mean, it's so different, dude. I told them you are a gallant and formidable warrior, mentor. But they don't look like they've heard the most flattering things about me. There, don't you hear it? The faint undercurrent of disappointment in the ticking? I can really tell! Engdu still got her silly ID. Yeah, the one where she's so short. I also told them that you are a man of few words, but with much affection for the followers under your command. Engdu? Yes, mentor. That's a complete and utter lie. Man of few words is definite. Don't you think?
Yet I spoke no falsehood.
Shallow and perhaps less for a leader of an organization. You are much more reserved and taciturn when conversing with those unfamiliar to you, are you not? Oh, my mic! Wait. What happened to my mic? It fucked up for a second. Is it okay now? Oh my god. You know, I think it might be a problem with my USB cord. Because normally it's all okay. Went webcam for a moment. I vine boomed for a moment. Normally it's okay. I checked before this and it was okay. It was like when I saw you guys say like your mic and I checked, it was also already okay. So I guess it's, if it happens again and it's bad, just point it out again like that. That's all good. Out. What was that? Why was it so broken? The vine boom was so busted. What the heck? Okay, yeah. So if anything happens, so feel free to call it out and we can check it. But thank you, thank you. Good lord. Okay, I actually don't know why my vine boom sounded like that. What? It's just a vine boom. The Among Us sounded fine. That's weird. Something's horribly wrong with my audio. You're trying everything. Something has gone horribly amiss. Oh no, the Prowler! The Prowler is wrong too! Wait. I misplaced the blankie when I tried to adjust it. He's dying! He can't even say it should have been him! Whatever. I don't know what's going on with that. Wow. Why are some of them okay? They have the same source. It makes no sense. Oh my god, Engdu. Yugi, no! He couldn't even finish a sentence. No matter who one may be, one is bound to inspire either approval or disapproval from those around him, so I refrain from mentioning any truths that might invite the latter. To even hint at anything that might tarnish the reputation of my master would be not unlike spitting on his name and mine by extension. Got the bass got turned off the chart. I don't know why that happened. There's no I'm sorry. I simply had no reason to put on airs in front of my own folks. In any case. Oh, so you can't see anything if I block this part? Do tell. How many fingers am I holding up? Those are not my eyes, you know. Your own folks, huh? Then you've already acknowledged and accepted that you now belong to Limbus Company. Why didst thou not pay a visit to LCE? Verily, when one's mind is plagued by the absence of tranquility, venturing forth into the open air and touchable field grass cleareth the storm of the heart. An asset of the company is expected to act in the company's interest, yet for whatever reason, didn't see you fighting on the field of the battle during the Operation Spider Pyre. Sounds like a base problem. It's weird. I'll take a look at that later. But normally they don't sound like that. Maybe I just need to reset the dashboard or something. You will have to account for your absence in the mission. Otis addressed Kim as though she were conducting a formal investigation, every word flat and hard. It was obvious she was not about to let her guard down anytime soon. What mission? Oh, that one? Kim finally seemed inclined to assume a more serious disposition. He stopped peering into my face and turned towards Otis, although his hand was still on my head. Alright, clearly, there's some disconnect in expectations here. Listen here, you— No, wait! I get it! I know what his face— now that it's zooming in a bit, his face looks like he's a male lead in like a 90s harem anime. like a reverse harem anime, I mean. Like, he looks like he looks like to me. For me, he looks like he could be in Fushigi Yugi. I don't know. I'm not really all that hard bothersome work. Get what I mean? Even as blue eyes, that's true. Feels like a BL second. See, it's gotta be second. Now that the real disconnect between his stoic expression and words coming out of his mouth. What? So let's talk about the kind of fellow I am. Meet the resident layabout who's forced to do his job, and with a frown too, I might add, only when he's got absolutely no other choice. I'm not really a big shot Aang who's apparently been promoting me as, folks. Now that you mention— No, Sichi, I don't know why, but a lot of BL main love interests, like serious toxic guy for some— yeah, it's his personality, so he becomes second. That makes sense. Yo, I fuck with this. I fuck with this guy. He's like, he doesn't want to do the work unless he really has to. That's so understandable, dude. Why would you want to do extra? And I'd very much like to stop getting roped into stuff that keeps putting my life on the line. Fine then. Why did you join the LCD in the first place if you'd rather be unemployed? No, never mind. They probably forced you to stay. You catch on quick. First, they spout this nonsense about distortions and all, and then force hired me, calling me a company-owned resource or whatever. And the other day, they were again on about, what's his name? Golden Bow? Yes, they invited me on a tour to another department to listen on some important presentation. And I accepted. I thought it would be a fine opportunity to broaden my perspective. Engdu dear, there are times when your commitment to duty shines brighter than the sun. I find that attitude so dazzling that I have to squint whenever I'm looking at you. Who knows? Maybe that's why I'm wearing this bamboo hat, to shade my eyes from your utter brilliance. You mean to say that you are in need of a shield to protect your eyes? Lady Ezra, might I submit a request for a pair of sunglasses for my His face! Only if it's not too much of an imposition on the budget, that is. That right there is what I keep telling you not to do. You can't just say yes to every silly little thing he says and turn it into a supply request. Small expenses add up a lot, you know. You gotta save up everything you can in a piggy bank while you still can, or you'll end up broke. Is there truly no room for reconsideration? No, Engdu, he was making a joke. You don't need... No means no. Then pray make the purchase for me. I shall cover the cost myself. She looks so scary. I can't— Wait, what? My poor mentor is in a state of great discomfort, yet I possess neither the wisdom nor the knowledge to navigate the silver tongue of merchants in a maze of stalls to locate the very best item. So I must beg you this favor. You're giving me a freaking headache, girl. Yes, I'm aware— I'm aware that you and yours are no strangers to such dealings. There's no one else I can trust to complete such a procurement with the swiftness of the wind. You know what? Never mind what I said. I'll just get you what you want. You heard the gentle lady mentor. Your suffering shall soon be alleviated. Right. My apologies for interrupting you amidst conversation. Pray, continue. You had reached the part where they invited you to tour another department. No sooner Engdu's words left her lips than her eyes glinted with something I couldn't really put my finger on. But it was a strange intensity that sent a chill down my spine. Saw a lot of yandere Engdu art. I mean, just giving that vibe right now. Yeah, so that day I was gonna relax here, watch some TV. Well, good on you for showing up to work today, I guess. Let's just say there's a debt to be repaid. At least you understand that we are indeed in debt to the company. Yeah, I suppose I do. Kim's gaze lingered on Engdu's prosthetic arms as he answered. Oh, Miss Engdu, your arms. Only after following Kim's gaze did Sinclair seem to notice Engdu's brand new prosthetic arms. She have that Ishmael dark face. Yeah. The last time we saw her, Engdu had lost both her arms, and I remember Ezra asking her to sit tight and choose what type of prosthesis she wanted. Those arms are probably it. It's not just the arms, even her clothes are different now, and that sword. No one gonna talk about how she let her bangs down, or maybe had a cut for her bangs. I can't tell. Maybe she just had it back on on her headband before. I had these arms fitted anew as soon as the operation was concluded. The gracious host in one of the LCD's teams had prepared them in advance. With evident satisfaction, Engdu held up her dark metallic wrists as if to showcase them. The components fixed along her arm clinked and rattled, unfolding for a moment before neatly folding back into place. Oh, such graceful smoothness wed to a machine articulation, as though I am beholding the marvelous prosthesis of the illustrious Siegfried himself. Yep, the showcase would have gone lackluster without that trademark reaction. Those are strikingly similar to the Schwartz Industries N7 lineup, but I thought that model was discontinued. Nah, not theirs. It's one of the prototypes developed by LCD's Phenomena deciphering team, and they put him on her for a trial. Doubt you'd find another like them. They're based on the technology spun from distortions. Oh, I see. For a brief moment, Sinclair's eyes lit up as if he had glimpsed something that brought him back to a memory. And then just as quickly, he fell silent. Whatever he wanted to say next is catching in his chest. Does something trouble you, Master Sinclair? It's a long story. It wasn't hard to understand what struck the tender memory for Sinclair and why it cast a shadow over his face. Your boy got a call back for a job applicant. Yo, congrats, Commissariat! Let's go! Aw, Sinclair. But, sorry, just reminded me of something from a long time ago. My dad used to work with prosthetics before he passed away. I thought this was the exact same model I saw back then. It appears I lack tact. These arms have stirred a painful memory within you. For that, I apologize. It's alright, I'm fine now. Sinclair's voice still carried a faint tremor, but beneath it there was a firmness that had not been there before. He really had grown a great deal. Yes, he has! You can thank yours truly for picking the sword. I was there with her. I did inform Lady Ezra that any blade that could serve as a weapon would suffice, but she insisted on browsing the goods. I dare say I was given the opportunity to lay my eyes on every type of sword I could ever hope to see in this life, walking through the workshop street that day. Oh, please. Girl, we walked for just 4 hours! That's nothing! Bro is whistling here, minding his own business, not really giving a fuck. Are they harvesting eldritch beings? Yeah, I hope not. While everyone was distracted taking in Engdu's new outfit and equipment, Kim had quietly slipped away from the crowd and crouched down in a corner. He was rummaging through the things scattered on the floor, picking them up, busy pocketing them. Anyway, what is this place supposed to be? What are all these things? It's basically a wreck now, but there's strobes in that cloth backdrop over there. Maybe it used to be a photo studio? Oh, that could explain why there's so many photos stuck around the place. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Probably? This thing looks like a camera, at least. Sinclair picked up a small cylindrical object and turned it over in his hand, studying it with curiosity. Yes, but I assure you, these are certainly entirely different people doing the harvesting, in no way, shape, or form related to the proxy of old Alcor. Go, white boy, go. True. What do you suppose this is? A battery, maybe? Oh, there's some kind of strip inside. Let me pull it out. No, that's... Oh, result reacted too. A ding Thank you for the follow, L Corp Sapphira. Netzach! Oh! It's Netzach. Oh, this shouted a sharp warning at Sinclair as if she had realized something. But Marcel's hand shot out before she could even finish, clasping over Sinclair's wrist before the strip could be pulled out. What? What did I do? Exposure to sunlight damages these objects. I already pulled a little bit out though. It can be rewound. Carefully rotate the rigid section on the cylinder. I am currently blocking the sunlight from reaching the exposed section. Damage is of no concern. Oh, okay. You mean this one, right? This part that rotates? Yeah, went back in. Oh shit, Netzach. Yeah! Big fan. Welcome, Netzach. Marcel's being oddly active? I mean, we're basically in the lead up to Kanto 10, so it's time. With a quiet nod, Marcel took the object from Sinclair's hand. It seems to be a film roll. And there's still something written on the outside. Experiment number 4? He knows his time is up! True. Oddly convenient you appeared right after you were talking about alcohol. That's true. It's just like you knew. It appears to be a compact roll for a film camera. You seem to have handled one before. Yes. Marcel's answer came without any further explanation, but the way he adjusted the camera on the table certainly didn't look like that of a first-timer. I once received a report containing photographs taken on film cameras during the war. Film rolls used by N-Corp are particularly difficult to falsify. They were often used to collect intelligence during secret operations. The film fixes light differently onto the medium from what I've heard. A peculiar expression flashed across Ezra's face as she regarded Otis. Perhaps it was the mention of the war that caught her attention. Anyway, we managed to regroup in one piece. Come, let's come up with a plan and deal with these distortions, guys. Where should we begin? Poor Ezra. Then, in the next breath, she returned to her usual bubbly self and steered the conversation away from the subject. Both Ezra and I, we're both still trying to be free of the misconception we inflicted upon ourselves. For all her unfailingly perky disposition, Ezra too may be carrying traumatic memories every bit as devastating as Gregor's. Does there yet remain aught deserving illumination? Huh? Yeah. Wait, you're right. Haven't we cleaned up the distortion already? I couldn't feel any more traces of distortions nearby, and it didn't seem like any of the other Sinner teams elsewhere were actively engaged in battle at the moment either. Dante is asking whether the distortion suppression has not, in fact, already been concluded. Oh, not yet. These people we fought just now, they only got caught up in the distortion. They didn't actually distort for themselves. We haven't even gotten close to the distortion's inflection point yet. Inflection point? Anywho, finding an inflection point without the team leader around is gonna take some time, and maybe it won't be too bad with your help. Ezra swept her eyes across the room with a look of frustration as though she had just been handed a puzzle box with half the pieces missing. By inflection point, are you referring to the point on a graph which the directionality of its curvature changes? Calling to mind the present context, it may be less a mathematical term and more a specialized polyseme referring to the point at which distortion occurs, the motive, intent, or, indeed, the point in which inflection of the mind occurs. Yep, that's about right. That's the kind of inflection point I was talking about. So, in our department, we use that term to mean the source of a distortion, the inflector, or the cause behind it, stuff like that. You know, distortion's hard to treat if you don't know the core cause. Treat the symptoms you see on the surface and all you like, but if you never find the root cause, the distortion's never gonna get solved. Though, I guess you guys never really had to look for that kind of stuff, huh? Your boss clock opens up the door into their phantoms or whatever, right? You mean the dungeon of the phantoms? Yep, that's the one! From where we're standing, distortions are really high maintenance, time-consuming headaches. It's one thing to somehow manage to locate the inflection point, but curing it is another thing. But you guys can just march straight into someone's heart, knock the snout out of everything in there, and then ta-da! Patient's ready for discharge. That's how it works, right? Not gonna lie, I was so jealous when I heard about it, I almost bit my sleeve off. Verily, I had thought your team would set about resolving distortions once the foe was vanquished, as we are wont to do. Was that not so? Of course not! Why would anyone come to us with a distortion suppression request if it were that simple in the first place? But yeah, most of the time, peeps try the brute force approaches to it first, and when things go south, they send in requests to the company or our detective's office. And that means the client this time must have been... Bingo! Apparently, the residents of Butter Street had all chipped in to commission all kinds of agencies like the SWI and the Combat Specialized Fixer offices, but none of them could actually do things right, and the job's gotten passed on to us. Meaning, the distortion phenomenon related to this kind of photograph is still occurring unchecked somewhere on the streets. Exactly. That's why we gotta find something. Anything that might count as a clue. Ezra gazed down at the people lying on the floor with a complicated expression. Neat ash-gray suits, the logo on the collar of their uniform, and briefcases. Hey, isn't that N-Corp's logo? Oh boy, getting tied up with them already, huh? So come to think of it, wasn't Mersol... I was once employed by N-Corp. What? You used to work with those people? Yeah, he did mention he used to work at N-Corp. Maybe he can offer us some insight. Do you know who these guys are, Mersol? Yes, manager. These are N-Corp Class 2 staff members. Given the camera briefcases in their possession, they are likely members of the Pinframe team of service DeClow. I hope it's DeClow and I didn't mess it up. Mersol recited the information as though he were pulling it from a file he had already sorted and placed in the back of the shelf in his mind. Okay, Pinframe team. Anything you can tell us about them? Yes. It is one of N-Corp's many field departments related to information gathering and processing. Their primary duties include the handling of N-Corp's internal information, analysis of N-Corp's internal intelligence, and the sorting and arranging of N-Corp's internal information and intersector. That'd be enough. Whoa, is he a talking encyclopedia or something? Yeah, another thing to be jealous of. You think it'll be okay if we borrow him sometimes? Might be an issue for us if he just went and borrowed our team's encyclopedia. Looks like everyone agrees that he's an encyclopedia. Anyway, your encyclopedia's right. They're from N-Corp's Pinframe team. Seen him a few times before in N-Corp's nest. But why would people already busy enough dealing with the nest affairs come all the way out here to a shabby back street like this? Got any guesses? Well, if the camera roll said experiment, they were probably doing something sus, right? I'm unable to determine that. Huh? The possible range of connection between the two pieces of information is exceedingly broad. Listing every relevant reason as to why they may have come here would require a considerable amount of time. Therefore, I will not present a determinative answer to that question. It's okay, Ezra, we'll just have to look. Ezra, staring holes into me with an unspoken, "Is this dude always like this?" wouldn't pull any answers from me, you know? Because, aside from combat situations, I've still got no way to figure out what's going on in his head. Okay then. Mersol, maybe this'll be easier to answer. From an objective point of view, and that was when I noticed something I'd never imagined would happen. Mersol's eyes widened, his gaze fixing me with such force that I could feel the almost faint tremor in it. What? A leveling stare that came with, "There is no such thing as an objective point of view, manager." A clipped tone that almost looked bordering on rebuke. A given judgment may seem infinitely closer to objectivity, but ultimately all things are subjective without exception. I fell silent for a moment, lost in thought. Part of it was because Mersol's reaction had caught me off guard, but I also wondered whether the response might be connected to why he would always refuse to make judgments for himself. Oh. And if this has something to do with his turn, which I know is right around the corner... Got it. Then tell me 3 subjective reasons you think are most likely for why these people had to come all the way into the back streets. He ain't wrong. Yeah, he ain't wrong. Can be whatever you believe. I need to understand who he actually is as much as I can. Because I'll never know when I'll get another chance to really get to know him if I brush this off with a simple, "Oh, I see, my bad," as usual. Yes, manager. I would presume that their mission was one or all of the following. Retrieval of a video recording or recordings in violation of NCorp's taboo, prompt elimination of the violator, contact with an informant in the back streets collaborating with NCorp's nest, or identification and arrest of a wanted individual or individuals designated by the nest. Taboo? You mean these people could be taboo hunters? Nah, no way. They don't send out taboo hunters for every single violation, you know. Like, wings usually leave minor taboo violations to be handled by subcontracted fixer offices or employees of the department in charge. I'd say these guys are here as NCorp staff. Miss Engdu, what are you looking for in their pockets? I am looking through their belongings for enlightening clues, yet be hidden in the sleeve or fold of their garments. Lady Moses has been gifted with the art of discerning the truth from what lies before her, but with a single glance. Yet my eyes are foreign to such a feat. Let me take a look too. This is an employee card and, okay, this one's a wallet, so put that back, we don't want to be robbers. Aha! This might be it! It's an order missive! Ezra pulled out a sheet of paper from an NCorp staff's coat and read its contents aloud. Work details. Elimination of the individual of a Category 3 taboo violations. Address, Butter Street. This is the place! Which means all of this might be pointing to something. Whoever used to work in this studio with the distortion phenomenon might be connected. Yeah, now that you mention it, when that whole pop and change thing happened, it did kind of feel like a camera flash. Alright, let's start by combing through this place. Let me know if you find anything suspicious. Oh, at long last had the hour arrived for my debut as a detective, forsooth. Don Quixote must have been miffed for not getting to play detective back in T-Corp. No idea where she'd been keeping them, but she immediately pulled out the detective props that had been given to Roger, Ryoshu, and Honglu back then. Verily, I had foreseen the day would come. Fortunately, Otis wasted no time putting an end to Don Quixote's badly timed shenanigan. A sharp dressing down from her was enough to make our dejected chivalric adventurer stuff the costume away. Aww! And Detective Don would have been cute. Okay then, we should get moving too. Ugh, we got a Kanto 3 loading screen again. Damn. That's still morbid. We've seen a lot of stuff already, but that's still morbid. Dawn Detective? True. Dawn Detective would have been cute. So we're like on node 4. Okay. Misconceptions. No. No, I cannot field these guys. They're too low level. I guess I'll field the Rupture dudes. And then I guess I'll borrow a support Mersault. There's only 7 of them, so I kind of have no big choice. I'll get a... Is there a Blade lineage with the... No, with the ID. With the Ego, I mean. Wait, let me see. Maybe I just... Heisho slot back. I'm sorry, this is my most, like... This is my best team. Unfortunately. Wait. It's still only 20. I'll just keep refreshing it, I think. Aha! There! There is someone! Okay, there you go, there you go. There is someone. Yeah, I don't have leveled BL units. I'm pretty sure they're like level 1. Oops. Yeah, they're like level 1. So I cannot field them considering that if we have the whole team here, I could 100% field more in the back. But I can't given this, so I'll just borrow this guy with 8 eco. That way it would be 60%. Same, but I just used to... It's okay. I can just grind for it. It's cool. At least we have a bonus. Not Fujo in RBL games. I don't build that many teams, I'm sorry. Think you only need 120% anyway? Yeah. We spent a long time while we're rifling through the photo studio with the LCD team, but no one found any decisive evidence. There sure are a lot of photos around, but almost all of them are just pictures of buildings. Nothing much to tell from that. The rest you just sent to die. Oh my god. GHB, I didn't say that. You're twisting my words. This is like a pancakes waffle argument. Aside from the canister containing the film roll Sinclair picked up, there are no remaining items here that can count as a proper clue, Executive Manager. I've confirmed that the rest are all empty plastic containers. I'm not! I like BL! I just didn't make the team! Then it's probably best to check the contents of the film directly. Yes, Executive Manager. I will find a way to develop the film. Did you guys find any sort of photo development room or equipment nearby? Let's search a little more before we see what's in that film roll. Mentor, what do you make of this object? For the 8th time Engdu, I have no idea. If I had wits bright enough to understand all that lies before me with a single glance, like that team leader, I would have passed the royal examinations long ago and secured myself a lucrative position as a court official. But Mentor, hadn't you already passed the royal? Once swung, a sword does not retrace its arc, Engdu. So it is with life. There will be no undoing what has already been cut. Damn that smile. That damn smile. Thus, it is unnecessary to dwell on what can no longer be undone. There is no after for what has been slashed away. Not for you, Mentor. Ought you not dwell on what can no longer be undone? Damn, that's extra darkness. I misspoke. I did not mean it that way, Engdu. I merely meant to say that I do not wish to recall my past. I am aware. You have told me as much since long ago, whenever you were placed in a position to retrace the past. Mostly at the eateries, where you filled your belly on unpaid tabs, and each time you brought down the stone wall before our house with your own erring hand. Those are exactly the kinds of things you should never forget. Ow! Oh, my belly! I feel a stabbing pain in my belly! The spot! Oh! The very wound you once gave me afflicts me yet. The one from where you thought you were only poking me with a scabbard, but yet by some cruel turn it was your sword that ran me through. Mentor, you said it was completely healed and that I no longer need to concern myself with it. Those very same words have been repeated at least 80 times. But it still aches, every now and then. Chiefly when I hear your sharp cutting words that I really don't want to hear. Ah, is that so? Engdu suddenly pulled out a sheet of paper and began furiously writing something down. What's this? I have written down the words that I have just said. Oh my god! If hearing my sharp-cutting words affects you so, perhaps reading them instead would cause no No! No! Kim's face began to contort like a wet dish towel being wrung dry. I really can't believe this is the same mentor Engdu follows so devotedly. Where's all that dignity and forbearance that Engdu said she had? She's an idiot. She'll fit right in. Young Engdu. There is a matter I would ask thee. Apparently, I wasn't the only one who felt that way about him. Pray, speak freely. This may perhaps be a discourteous inquiry, but I too, when speaking to others of whom I serve, often ornament my words with laudation of an acceptable degree, and yet... I understand your concern, Lady Don Quixote. I suppose this is your first time seeing Mentor with his shoulders so unbraced and his bearing so loose. In truth, when I first beheld him, I also often wondered how such a man could truly be a leader worth placing my faith in. However, upon my honor, I assure you that I have never once uttered a falsehood when I spoke of him to you. My respect towards the blades of my own and foes alike, my determination to safeguard what must be protected, and even should my arms be torn apart, all of these are undoubtedly the teachings that my mentor has imparted onto me. Truly? Why, if fortune should grant the opportunity, you may witness Mentor's true self yourselves someday. That is to say, if we let ourselves be carried by the currents of the river to arrive at such a chance. Engdu gave her prosthetic arm a casual sweep, smiling sincerely as though she truly believed every word she said. Then, leaning closer to Don Quixote, she whispered, Besides, unless I speak with this feigned stern ignorance, there will be no end to his digging in his heels. I would ask for your trust, for all is aimed at his benefit. Forsooth, thou too hast been burdened with the trials of serving your superior. So that's what it was. I get it now. Oh! These the bad guys? Just as I witnessed the budding of this peculiar bond of commiseration and camaraderie between our chivalric friends, the door leading outside was flung open with a loud slam. Oh, this is the pin frame team. Okay. We have arrived at the target location. It seems that the advance party has already been defeated. Wait, who are these people? Didn't they say there was only a single violator? Oh crap. It looks like it's too late to talk our way out of this. Whatever excuses we come up with. Oh boy, this is not gonna go well. The same thing happened last time when I saw the N-Corp employees. I thought we had the wrong intel and all of a sudden... Whoa. Pop with a huge flashbang in my face. Sudden flash blinded my vision white. As though I had stared straight into a burst of searing light, so intense and bright it made my head swim. Yeah, there was this same pop and... With my vision blinded, the only thing I could make out was Ezra's soft murmur. Until everything that came to a stop as her breathing hushed. Oh, what the frick? The background changed so much, but it still got the photos and stuff all over, so... It didn't take long for me to realize what was happening. Seeing it again doesn't exactly warm the heart, wouldn't you say, Engdu? Though S-Corp may be indeed passing through hard times, this alley was not quite so wretched in form, was it, Mentor? Is that right? It looks so much the same to me. Ah, this place. It's kinda like when we fought Kim. Did we just get teleported to S-Corp? No, Dante. Though it generates a considerable sense of verisimilitude, this is... I think I know what this is. This is a presence. I haven't been able to detect it until just now, but somehow it was now surrounding us, saturating every corner of the space where we stood. The dreary stone walls, trees bent and coiled in grotesque forms. In the sheen of the light, even the air we breathe, all of them point towards a single phenomenon. This is the depth of the phantoms. Phantoms made entirely out of distortion. There are completely different distortions where N-Corp employees were just a moment ago. Executive manager, it's... This is exactly it! This is exactly what I was trying to explain! What the hell? They're so different! Huh? Feel like me and Kim would get along how lazy we get? Fair. I feel the same. Time for peak music? Hell yeah. They look totally different. Where Ezra pointed, the people in smart, neat suits had vanished, and in their place, figures clad in blood-stained dopo robes were approaching us with dragging, uneasy steps. Right, so let's fight first and talk later. Ready, Engdu? My blade is poised to strike Lady Ezra. And wait, where's Bamboo-Hatted Dude? I am afraid he has already taken his leave. He said he had no desire to cross blades with the Chunokuns of S-Corp twice. Oh, come on, man! Not again! He's a repeat offender, that's for certain. Executive manager. Wherever Kim's gone off to, this definitely isn't the time to be asking trivial questions. Alright, well, let's do what Ezra says and get ready for battle. On your orders, Executive Manager. Men, prepare for battle. This is probably the standard enemy we're gonna fight, I feel like. Let me have a look. I feel like it's a regular battle, not a focused battle, but I could be wrong. Is it? Oh, it's a focused battle! I was wrong! Okay. Let me see. Incapacitate. What do you do? So, I guess this is also kind of similar to what they do with Honglu's skill set, in a way. Poise on self and bleed on target. Faster. If they're faster than target, all become unbreakable coins. Inflict 2 bleed, count bleed, avulsion wound. 2 bleed for every stack. At max stack gain... Oh, it was the max tree. Gain plus 1 bleed count. Bind equal to the stack next turn. So they kind of get... Oh no, it's inflicting on me, so I get hurt. Okay. You get attack power down. Okay. Sheep Ezra is timeless. Sheep Ezra? Oh, she's here! Oh, Ezra and Engdu are here. Oh, obviously Kim is not. Okay. Poise bleed, avulsion wound, 5 plus 7. Wait, how many coins did this have? 3. Okay. On clash, lose, gain head-splitting memory once per turn. It's bind, and then gets clash power out. Turn divided by 4. Rounded down max tree. Okay. Deal 5% more damage for every one bind on the target, max 15%. To cover the eyes is not to be blind. These fabrics created using Q-Corp's singularity are fashioned in many forms, such as blindfolds, headbands, and are commonly used throughout the East. It is not unusual to see fixers and employees of corporate entities in the East covering their heads and faces with these products. The fabrics serve the same function as sunglasses, visors, and combat prosthetic eyes found elsewhere in the city. They scan the target's information in real time, augment the wearer's vision, and provide tactical analysis. At times, they can also serve as a means of communication with distant allies. Gain poise for every avulsion wound on target on Clash Win. On hit, inflict 2 blind next turn if target is staggered. Jumbled memories. Okay. Anything special here? Escort Fixer, that's all? Okay. So that was Incapacitate. Incapacitate and Bind are the two types. This one's a bit different. I assume they're gonna be somewhat similar, but yeah, in the sense of Poison, Bleed. This is Bleed and Bind. This one is another one that turns into Unbreakable if they're faster. Poise, Bleed and Bind again. You have a different passive though. Shunokun. Or maybe there's a pause because there's an apostrophe. Inflict Trust on target. If the prisoner transportation, look how the baseborn hunt the other baseborn to serve them up to the powers that be. Gain prison transport arrangements. If trust effect on this unit is okay. If the target this unit inflicted trust on is defeated this turn, lose the effect. If it expires or if this unit is defeated, lose this effect. S-Corp commands two sorts of taboo hunters, the Royal Censors and the Chunokuns. Agents of the Royal Court, the Royal Censors, generally operate alone, moving undercover to pursue those who have dared to break the taboo of Salpipio. Chunokuns, much like fixer offices, form bands with their own ranks. Once an order or a contract to hunt down a branded is bestowed upon them, each band hunts its mark in a manner that is preferred by the band. The hunt for the Nobi knows neither honor nor dignity. This is the same one as the Incapacitate. Okay. I think I could just make sure that we're not faster than them. That we're not slower than them, I mean. Sorry. Is it okay to counter? And the counter is still gonna do good. Because we're also faster. Wait, he's already... Who is he clashing? Engzu. He's already clashing Engzu, so I don't have to bother. This is a clashable counter. Can I win it, though? I could try to win it. Kinda don't want to actually get hit, but I think that's fine. I'll overwrite this later. I will override it. You're slower, overwrite that, and all should be well. Probably. Oh shit. Well, all should be well if we're not completely unlucky, and we were. So... all should be well loses every single clash. You're kidding, right? Why? Oh well. These guys really remind me of the middle with less extreme punishments, and instead of a book, it's a taboo. Oh, that's true. It's kind of similar. You can try using the new ego. Wait, if I have it fueled, I don't want to use the... Like... I don't know if I have the materials to do it. Tree Pride? Oh, okay, we might have it. Might get it. Oh, we don't have Tree yet. We have 2. Almost there. Is that the only thing it needs? Okay. We need 1 more Pride. We will use another Pride, and then let's use it next turn. There's 10 enemies. And that was a kind of horrendous first turn, huh? I'll let Ezra do that. Then I guess I'll do the rest. This is hopefully not gonna be a massive fail. Epic fail. That's fine. It's fine. Not enough pride for pride. We're trying. We're trying. We'll get there. We'll get it this turn. We will get it this turn. What exactly were you? Oh, you were blocking that guy in the back. It is whatever. Whatever. Yes, thank you, thank you. We can't be losing all these clashes. Please roll higher. Okay, we can try the new ego in the next turn then. Oh, there goes Ezra. Nice stagger. Oh my god, you're kidding! Oh, okay. Whew. Oh my god. When you have so many coins to make it, but then everything's tails? No! Wait, I just realized I actually deadass forgot that he wasn't a Heisho because he looked kind of similar to them. Ezra told you talking shit about her during the con. What? She was carrying in the kanto though. Like she wasn't sure she wasn't rolling as well as Vespa was, but that she was still massively helpful, I would say. Okay, let's see it. It's a single enemy. I don't know what this does, and it's scrolling extremely fast. I'll make him do it to this guy. This guy in the back. It was scrolling super fast, so I don't think we Hi, Ju-chan! Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the raid. I hope you had a lovely art stream. How did it go? I'm playing Limbus Company's new update right now, Nestic Experience. It's a Pride Rest Ego made to be spammed. Ooh, okay. I'll keep trying to keep it, like, fueled so we can keep doing it. Let's see it. Let's see it. I know what the animation looks like, but I don't actually know what the effect is gonna do. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the follow to Ju-chan. I hope you had a great stream. No worries if you need to raid and run, but I'm really glad you're here. Shark Attack. Aw, that's such a cute raid message. And NQ Chappy came along with you. Okay, wait. Wait. Just making sure I got everything. I don't know if Engju will one-shot that guy. So I no harm. I have another S1. I'll go with that. Yes, I hope you had a lovely stream and a lovely day. Wait, no. Power guard. Oh, her second ability. Okay. Gain 1 assist defense. Oh, wait. She gains assist. Well, it's whatever. It's whatever. I'll try to, like... Wait, he's the only one with, like, a pride skill on the board right now. So I guess I'll just throw everything else out. Hold up. Who was clashing what? You were clashing this guy. Who was originally clashing this? Was it Dawn? No, it's not Dawn. Was it? No, that's not Otis. It's not Otis. Was it you? Who the hell? What? Wait, it's not you either. I hope you have a nice stream as well. I gotta sleep. Oh, no worries, no worries. Thank you. I hope you have a nice rest and hope you had a great stream. You know what? Whatever. It is what it is. Wait, I mean, like, this guy... No, he might get staggered soon-ish. So technically, if this lands, and this lands, and this lands... Oh, wait, no. This lands. And then we'll put Ishmael at the end. I think that will work. That will probably overkill him, but we'll try. Alright. Then he doesn't get staggered. No! My sanity is in the gutter. Nice! No, he'll stagger. No, wait, he didn't stagger before Ishmael's turn. Ah, well, it is what it is. Alright, let's see it! I like how he takes a drink first, though. See, seeing as this was the ego, my impression of Kim was also very serious. And, like, I thought he'd be a bit more, like haggard, in a way, because Mersol's hair in this ego is haggard. But I guess! Now look at Mersault. Okay, I'm gonna look at him after the turn ends, cause we're zoomed in. It's okay, Ishmael won her clash, it's all good. Oh, he transformed! He's just him! Damn! That's really cool. He's just him now. That's awesome. Does he stay like that the whole time? Wait, maybe it's like one of his, here. Drink to the Fallen, max stack 4, gain 1 poise for every stack. He gains 2 poise for every stack instead if he's Blade Lineage. Base skills deal more damage on critical hits and gain clash power at turn and lose 1 stat. Oh! Okay, and then max resentment min and max speed plus 2. On hit, heal 10% of the HP damage. Oh! When an ally, including this unit, takes the HP damage gain growing resentment. Okay. That's cool. So if I spam it, those stacks will stay. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if we have a lot of pride though. It's not showing up on the board. But whenever we get it, let's do it. Except here, because I think... we have to kill another guy who's at 65 HP. I might as well toss my skill once at that dude. And then... let's let that be handled. I mean, evidently, I'm just gonna end up having to overwrite them, though. I mean, he'd win. Oh. Wait, is this his... Oh yeah, his Yield My Flesh, and he kind of wants that to lose. He does want it to lose. Would he lose it, though? Oh, wait, he might, but then there's no guarantee this guy's zero sanity. Is there a better skill? Oh, this one. He might lose this one. I want him to lose it. You don't need to use it every 4 other turn when the buff's about to expire. Okay, we have time to use this on another turn. I just want to see the Yield My Flesh claim their bones. We don't have to, but I want to. Okay, I guess it's okay otherwise. Hopefully this is enough to actually get the kill on that 65 HP dude. Okay. Wait. He's already dead. That was really fast. Okay. Alright, he lost. Good. There he goes. Man, he's cool. He's fully transformed doing this too. Wait, I actually didn't realize that was a multi-target hit. Very helpful. Thank you, Kim. That's cool. But, damn it, Yisang, no! That's okay. As long as we get a bunch of kills out, it's all okay. We'll still finish within 10 turns. They're not too bad. I still believe these are just the regular mobs of the intervallo. We'll probably be fighting these guys a lot. It's just that it's a focus encounter. Okay. I'll leave that to her. It will stagger. Oh, what are you doing? Power guard with assist defense. I mean, if I can't flash it, sure, why not? But I think I can. I can. And then I got the pride resonance from that one earlier too. Good. Excellent. 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 I mean, we have a bunch of assist defenders. So technically... But I kinda wanna get the kills out. So I guess I'll just do it. There's no reason for me to hold back anyway. Yo, he's getting forced to clash. He's getting forced to clap. What if I pick someone else? Okay, I pick someone else. There. I'm just throwing out strong skills, yeah. But I think we have just these 5 guys left. I already killed 5. We're on turn 5, so we just need to wrap it up fast. No more skill one. I know the blank is going crazy. I don't know what it's pinned to, actually. Yippee! Besides, I don't think they've even been able to do anything on their actual kit, like the ramping bleed and all that much, so even if I assist defense, it's not the- or not, it's the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Okay, that's another one down. Just obliterated. Sinclair, obliterate the rest of them with your AoE. Okay, okay. That was a rough start, but tough start, but okay. Alright, I think a bunch of them are staggered. Okay, yeah, we just wrap up now then. A wrap up. I think that's even enough, just one hit from her. Oh shoot, that's actually overkill, isn't it? Unless that's her defense. Is that her defense? It's her defense. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay. I mean, why not? Flash it instead. There, do those 2. Probably overkill. I'm not sure if that's overkill anymore, but yeah. We're only on turn 6. Even if they live to the next turn, it's just wrap up. Yeah, that was a better choice to make him flash. Okay, Engdu. Oh wait, I didn't take into account who Engdu is targeting. Dang it. Probably could have wrapped it up this turn. Oh well. It is what it is. No wait, we still did it. Okay. We're okay. All according to Keikaku. That should be all of them. Surveying the area with measured alert, Engdu cast the blood from her sword with a few sharp flicks before sliding it back into its sheath. Huh? They're not changing back. It doesn't look like they're beaten up. Doesn't look like beating up the distorted ones reverts them immediately this time around. Perhaps a fortunate turn of events in a way. Let us search for clues while time allows us. Right. You take that side, Engdu. I'll search here. Ezra and Engdu moved about as though they were used to this kind of situation. Without even taking a moment to catch their breath after the battle, they began searching without the space. Prithee! Don Quixote was the first one to voice her doubt in the surreal, unfamiliar situation we found ourselves in. We battled distortions upon our arrival hither, yet never before have I beheld our surroundings changed with so sudden a flash. Prithee, I cannot make sense of this situation. Could thou render a detailed account of this distortion phenomenon? Apologies. It would appear I overlooked the briefing due to the urgency of this predicament. This is, according to the definition presented by Lady Moses, a location-type distortion. It's basically when a whole space distorts, and since places and buildings can't move on their own, the distortion gets fixed in a certain space. As for this one, it looks like the distortion's already progressed pretty far along. Middle stage, probably? They don't usually get this big. But this one here is covering almost an entire street. Then, those people, they entered the space and got caught up in it. And our job right now is to get to the bottom of the phenomenon, what exactly gets people caught up, and what happens to them once they're in. Of course, we can't really rule out the possibility of a powerful distortion that's encroaching upon its environment. Oh, and by that, I mean when a distortion bleeds into the space around it and warps it. Oh man, I'm actually talking like our team leader. Rubbed off on me, I guess. Ezra continued with a sheepish giggle. In any case, we won't be able to suppress or cure the distortion even if we whoop these guys' asses 100 times. We need more clues to help us locate the inflection point. Maybe we should examine these people over there too. With a call, Ezra directed our attention to the rows of collapsed people all around, all of them clad in dopa robes. And these are the glyph emblazoned on their headbands. Chu bespeaks propulsion in pursuit. It marks them as Chunakuns, functionaries charged with scouring and hunting runaway nobis. You hail from the homeland as we do. I am unsurprised that you know of them. I could hardly fail to know, for I too was once enumerated among their quarry. The scientists and technicians were daily being dispossessed of their stations in S-Corp after all. So, it was no idle tale. The scientists who plied their craft without flattering S-Corp's coffers are seized forthwith, and made nobis of the corporation. Indeed, I count myself fortunate to have absconded with my friends before the brand of Nobi could be impressed upon us. Otherwise, Nobi, the wretched appellation conferred upon the people for the convenience of those in power. A vile practice and an excuse for their power-mongering, nothing more. The so-called taboo hunters of S-Corp operate by the much same anatomy. Does the breaching of taboo summon the hunter, or does the hunter first seize his prey to thereafter frame the captured with the invented transgression? If the powerful so desire to chase a man down, to take possession of his very being and keep him caged, then the only decree that he should bear is the lot of a Nobi. Such is what S-Corp has become today. My mentor, too, is one of the victims of that accursed practice. Then, could these people have been sent out to capture your mentor or Yisang? Or me, perhaps, or none of us? You mean to state that they may be conceptual forms of Chunakuns generated by the distortion? That is a plausible conjecture. We're getting nowhere with this clue hunting. With a heavy sigh, Otis pressed her fingers against her brow and as if her head were starting to pound in frustration. Oh, let me get this. Don't know if I had a shot of this earlier, but yeah. To delve further into the matter, it is necessary to determine why the S-Corp and its Chunakuns have appeared as the motive of this phenomenon. Considering the course of events we have seen so far, would it not stand to reason that the distortion stains all nearby things with the memories most foul? The presence of Chunakuns suggests a possible correspondence to Yiseng's memories. Conversely, however, the absence of T-Corp's time collectors weakens that hypothesis. In which case, the most plausible theory is that this particular distortion could have stemmed from Bamboo-Hatted King or Engdu's memories. That's why we're called Nestic? Is that what it's called? Nestic Experience? That's why it's called Nestic Experience, because memory. Oh, I get it. Engdu furrowed her brow and fell into thought, as though she couldn't grasp the full picture of the problem. I've seen a few distortions that show trauma or affect their surroundings. But this one? I'm not getting that pop of inspiration. Can't even guess what this distortion wants either. Oh, there goes a pop. A white flash of light suddenly drowned my vision again as Ezra clutched her head and cried out with annoyance. But monestics? No, I searched it. I googled how to pronounce nestic. If only the team leader was here. Tracking this would have been a piece of cake. That's such a cute expression. And we're back. So this is why you kept asking whether we'd seen anything bursting with a pop. Nah, Google is wrong trust. The N-Corp employees must have had it rough too, getting dragged into the distortion like this. I mean, what else were we supposed to do? It was self-defense. They were about to attack us. I suppose finding the root cause and taking care of it would be the fastest way forward. Let's just do what we can for now. Okay, first, we need to develop the film we found here. We'll head to the nearest dark room and... Nah, actually, let's first drag that slippery hat-wearing Colt back here and get him talking about the Chunakuns. That's our best bet. Every time we take a job, that slacker just slips off without telling anyone! One part of me watched Ezra stamp her feet in frustration. I was also carefully following Heathcliff's team through another part of my vision. Oh, I think I can help with that. Have you located him? Huh? What? Boss Clocks found something? Yep, I found where Bamboo-Hatted Kim is right now. Oh my god, he's with the other team. Wow, you slipped away pretty far, huh? You went to the other teams, holding up the other front. At least he's not completely lost.
승부수가 먹혀도
This must be a change of POV now, huh?
판세는 완벽히 우리에게 있어.
Film. Oh wait.
정착지를 찾을 때까지 이 기세를
If that's
잃지
already
않기.
1/3, then I guess it's like 12 nodes, give or take. Alright. 5th node. Everyone's around! Wait.
흑수,
Fuck.
필당.
I shouldn't have undone that, but whatever. Whatever. If everyone's around, then I can borrow another Kim with a plus 60%, hopefully. Yeah, this is just gonna take a bit. And then I can put Blade Lineage people in. To be fair, you have Mako. Oh, that's true. That's true. You know what? For now, while I'm still searching, I'll put one of the 20% in already. Oh shit, I picked someone else by accident. 60! There you go, there you go. 60%. It's level 58, but that's fine, I'm pretty sure. Can I just copy this? Copy team code. And let's put it on an empty team. Oh shit! Goodbye to the guy I just got. Load team code, the one I literally just got. That way I can just remove them just fine. You can borrow an Ishmael, the effect would be oh, you're right! That's probably easier to find. We'll borrow an Ishmael. I'll put my own Kim in here. It's the same. Okay. We'll just have to rearrange everything. A function I never use. I only honestly found out about it recently. Or rather, used it for the first time because I actually don't really use it either. I think it's Sinclair, right? Sinclair? Do I have Sinclair? House of Spiders, sure. I don't have him. Otis should have one. Oh, there. Otis has one. That's 80%. Who else has one? Sinclair, Dawn, Faust, or Otis. Maybe we have the Dawn? We have the Dawn. Do we have Faust? We have Faust. Did we do it? 40, 60, 100, 120. Okay, we maxed it. This is it. We maxed it. Alright, who the hell goes front? And Yisang, all of them are level 1, so... Forgot about Yisang. I wonder if I have him. Oh, I do! Well, they're all level 1 though, unfortunately, so it is what it is. Okay, so you guys are going in. Perfect! Oh wait, I completely forgot about it. New-ish first? Okay. Ish, okay. I mean, it doesn't really matter, they're all going to be slotted in. Oh, should I bring Yoshua? I'll just bring Yoshua back, I guess. There. Love my nesting messing. Meanwhile, Heat Plus team. Okay. Oh, they're fighting the same kinds of dudes. The Chunokuns. Bloody hell, what's up with these gits? They're showing up out of nowhere. How should I know? But judging by their getup, it seems like S-Corp fellas. And things were going so well. We could have talked it out with those Fedora guys who were rummaging the place around earlier. But no, you just had to go barking at them first. Would have saved us a whole lot of trouble if you hadn't, right? Oh, so it's my fault? Those bastards look like they were nice. They were nicking stuff. If this is our contract area, right? If they walked up with something important, then we'd be the ones catching hell. Listen, bud, not everyone's itching to swipe their hair. Swipe their coupons into their pockets the second they get the chance. Oh, for how many bloody months are you gonna milk that? I mean, let's be fair here, Heathcliff. That got dug up pretty recently again anyway. Excuse me? What, you got a problem too, mate? They will never let it die, Ripcliffe for it. True. No, not at all. I'm just wondering whether that gentleman over there is also one of our enemies. Is that the end of your true performance? Shame, I was really enjoying watching you folks dance. Might have mistaken this place for the Peach Blossom Land of Legends had there been a couple of fine macchioli to go with it. Rice wine. Oh. You used pull BL team, Exevish duel, and say everyone to their death. Damn. Yeah, that's an enemy, alright. He has a name tag though. I think it says LCD. Bossy dear, whatever. Who gets a toss? Am I supposed to put up with every bastard having a dig at me? Oh dear. Such bold swings. I didn't know there was an encore to that performance. You slippery little rat. Well, I do find this amusing enough, but if you intend to play with me, you ought to be more aware of your surroundings. Hey, behind you, there's... Oh, is Kim gonna fight alongside these guys? Wow, he took out all those doppel-wearing people with just a single strike. I'd say about covers the price of admittance into your troop circus, wouldn't you? Well then, I leave the rest of you folks. Wandering blades and worm tails never linger on the stage for long after all. Oh, okay, never mind. He's just leaving. Oh, where the hell do you think you're going? Damn it. Sorry, Heathcliff. I'm so sorry, bro. Technically, since he is now Ricardo, those are his hierarchy ones. True. I know. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a great stream. What were you up to? And hope you're having a nice night. You were chatting. I hope you had a nice time. Today we are playing Limbus Company. This is a gacha game, and this is the latest update from last week? From last Thursday. Yeah, I'm a bit behind on it, so we're catching up there. Spoiler warning for anyone who plays Limbus Company and hasn't done the latest content yet. That is what we're doing now. But I'm probably not doing the whole thing today. Probably first half today and second half tomorrow. But welcome, raiders! I hope you had a great time. Hi! Yeah, you can mostly vibe to the music. It sounds quite nice. Was trying not to get distracted by chat, but she failed. To be fair... It's just like when you're streaming, you always try to like take care of like reading on chat and reacting to it and like talking, bouncing off of those ideas too. So sometimes I get it. Like if it's a just chatting stream and you're really trying to say something, but someone is also reacting to what you said, you do kind of sometimes go back and go like, yeah. And then get sidetracked. It happens. So many Oni-chans from Noi. Welcome! Thank you so much for joining the raid. Oh wait, were you attacking that guy? Okay. We're mostly chilling here. But feel free to rest if you need to after the stream. I really appreciate you dropping by though. Did you really think Bamboo that Kim would help? I don't know, I kind of thought he would. I thought he would, and I evidently thought wrong. I had too much faith in him, I'm sorry. I don't think I should bother with the guard. Who was that? Was it you? Oh. Wait. I'm confused now and everybody's attacking. Whatever. I think everything is handled. We can now just watch that go. I set out 2 AoEs, but I don't know if it would do a lot of damage right now because we just started the fight. But I do want the fight to go as fast as possible so we could cover as much ground as possible today. Yeah, I didn't really do a lot. But it's okay. At least they're ramping up. We're scaling. Oh, please don't lose. Okay. Please. Okay, in fairness, this round of battle is starting off a bit better than the last time. No, I always get distracted by chat. It happens. I also get distracted by chat sometimes. Like, I could be saying whatever and then go off on a completely unrelated tangent. It's like, it's normal. Okay, I think that's fine. Oh no, -6. That means he lost that last one. Can he hit harder? Maybe. This one probably? No, wait. Do that. Even though I'm a little nervous for you. Do that. And then one last guy. That doesn't look great. That looks better. Okay, and he has full HP. try this. There you go. No, I also get distracted by yourself. That's cute though. And it be that way. Sometimes your brain just goes everywhere and you just say whatever. I mean, I get that feeling too when I could have a list of things like, okay, I have to talk about this, 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 and this. And then I just go off talking about something completely unrelated and not in my list. I mean, sometimes the emotions just get you going. And then you just keep going and going and going. The yap. Uh-oh. He lost that. Oh well. It's okay. It's just one. The rest of the battle is going fine. Honestly, I half feel like I could just press the funny win rate button and it would be okay, but I don't trust it fully because it's like... I don't trust it because it's this kind of battle. If it was a if it was a regular battle, it wouldn't really matter. They would probably be picking the same things I would. But because this isn't like... It's a focused encounter. I know win rate messes up focus encounters, that's why I don't want to press it. Or rather, that's why I'm not pressing it. That's probably fine. Is that too much damage? No, it's probably just right. Okay, maybe if there's no one staggered, we can press one win rate, see how it does on that round. Anyway, we have the entire... Wait. I was gonna say, we have the entire team with us this time. Wait. To be fair though, they're already starting to ramp up on sanity. I don't think it would be the end of the world if they mess up at that one turn. Probably. Why if it messes up, why is it called win rate? Because, that's just what it's called. I mean, at least it's a little bit more... No, I don't know. The auto battle in Ruina is also pretty weird. I don't know why it makes some decisions it does. If you don't win, why is it called win? Ah, flashbang! Oh, wait, the enemy changed. They turned back to normal. I see N-Corp class 2 staff. Now they're bleed and tremor instead of... Oh, it's the nails again. Oh. Paralyzed intelligence gathering. They changed! Well, in Ruina, it's auto battle, now win rate. That's fair. It does pick some really random stuff, though. Let's see. Dash about counter. Passives. So if this unit inflicted intelligence gathering, heal SP. On triggering tremor burst and pining on an enemy, increase the threshold by pinning nail. Le clue. Are they different? Class 2 staff, class 2 staff. They're all the same. No, wait, no. I see reticent. This guy is different. But he does the same thing, so I guess it's not the end of the world. Okay. We'll press that silly win rate button and see what happened. What the hell happened here? They're ignoring the guys with counters. I guess that's valid. I guess it makes sense. Well, let's see how it plays out. It's doing okay. But also, in fairness, they were already kind of really low. Thank you for the hydrate redeem. As usual, intervallos, when they're very new, is the hardest thing to stream from Limbus. You gotta read everything out loud. Oh, okay. Nice AoE. Nice, nice, nice. Now they have the red coin of annoyance. That's true. It's now just kind of there. It's okay. What is that? What does that mean? I need to click his there. Oh, it's the intelligence gathering. Oh, it puts a photo mark on you. That's actually kind of cool. So someone healed SP. I mean, it's not really that bad. They took a picture of him. No! Turn 5, 4 out of 10 dead. I guess that's okay. Yeah, sure, why not? If this helps us cover more ground today, it's not like they're a boss enemy. It's not like they're a boss enemy. If they were a boss enemy, we'd have to be super locked in. There's some lore blurbs on the passives and buffs. Oh! Let's check again after this turn. I didn't see any on the last one. I don't think I saw one when I looked at it on Honglu as a debuff. Let's see, let's see. Maybe I was just selectively blind. Didn't see it. Speaking of boss enemies, started RR6 and did the dragon today. I've honestly not yet started that. How did it go for you, Commissariat? Wait. Oh, it's gone. He has no more picture. What about you guys, though? Memory transition. Oh, he doesn't have anything written on memory transition. What about now, though? All of their skills are out. None here. None here. None here. Or here. Intelligence gathering doesn't have one. Passives don't have one. Pinning nail. No, they don't seem to have one at all. At least in this form. The Chunokuns had. The Chunokuns had a bunch of lore, actually. Who is hitting this? That seems a bit overkill, don't you think? I'm sure just one of you is enough. There you go. Could have gone better, but it's just the recon run. Oh, that makes sense. Do I need multiple teams for RR6 actually? I don't know, my brain is somehow still stuck on the refract trial, so I might be messing it up. If I need multiple teams, I'm cooked! I only have 2! But if 2 is enough, then probably I'm not cooked. So far, no? Okay. That's good, that's good. If I need like a 3rd, I'm gonna get as far as I can, and then it's gonna be on hold for like weeks until there's a 3rd team. Are they going back to Chunokuns? Oh, they are. Okay. It's already turn 7, guys. No way. If I do this, how does your distribution look? There's a lot of AoEs coming out here. I trust it. I think it'll make it. It'll make it before turn 10. And if it looks dicey, I do have egos and 2 more turns. It'll be fine. But we do have AoEs in the form of the regular skills of Heathcliff and Sinclair, so we're okay. Probably. Yeah, look at him go. We're good. Oh yeah, look at them go. We're good now. The game is done. Turn 7 end. Yeah, there, that was the last guy, right? Yep. Nice! Okay. Is there still story after that battle directly after? Yes, there is. Oh, it's a red room now. Oh, this is the dark room. Nice. It's kind of annoying they unstagger after the transition attack. Oh, they do? Aw. So, oh wait, yeah, they did. They were staggered and then all of a sudden they weren't. Okay. So let me get this straight. Dude was here just a minute ago and now nobody knows where he wandered off to? Yeah, bloke just up and turned up out of nowhere, flapped his gums and did a runner before anyone else could grab him. Ezra let out a long, listless sigh as though she was getting sick and tired of even complaining about Kim. Lady Ezra, I cannot say your frustration is misplaced. Yet, I trust you are also aware that more often than not, Mentor's actions have carried a profound sign. He has never left his post without purpose so far. No, I get it, okay? But come on, would it kill him to give us a heads up before he goes zooming off on his own again? It's not like we'd stop him. What are we gonna do? Tie him up? Lock him up in a closet? We don't do that in our team, right? It would be really funny if she interrupted here and went like, actually you did. Remember last time? We all thought he was being a good patient, sleeping it off in the recovery ward, but nope. When the LCE got infiltrated, he snuck out without telling anyone and came back like nothing happened. And the team leader didn't even chew him out for that. Lady Ezra, that's... Oopsie. Wasn't supposed to mention that, was I? Then the reason he failed to participate in the operation was... Simply because the LCD was lax in supervising its personnel? Is that what you're suggesting? Lady Moses bade us to hold our tongues for this very reason. She knows full well Mentor's intentions would be misunderstood in precisely such a manner. What part of this have I misunderstood? Did you just not disclose that the man deserted his post without authorization? That's the thing. He wasn't just wandering around. He was outside, all alone, taking down the ring auto mannequins who would lock down the elevator that leads to the LCE department. Yeah, it's not like he was dealing with the strongest enemy out there, but the recovery ward didn't have an emergency alarm and nobody from the department was there to warn him either. He just somehow caught on and did the job himself. Huh. That's actually pretty impressive. That means, probably... I feel like I'm making excuses for him because he's just wandered off again and we don't know where he is, but he's probably cooking something right now. Probably. Heard it's all thanks to him that the facilities team managed to get the comms back up and contact the LCE chief dude way faster, and that helped the LCA to actually deploy. They would have been delayed for another hour or two if he hadn't stepped in, apparently. Yeah, he's cooking. I trust him. He went fighting even though he wasn't fully recovered, so he came back looking like he'd been processed through a meat grinder. So, yeah, he did end up staying in bed like a good patient, in a lot of pain. Probably a bibimbap food? Then the soldier is not entirely deserving of reproach. Nope, he's a less talking, more doing type, I guess. I think he's just on the sense that let's not hold a useless meeting and let me just go do what we need to do so we can all go home faster. I feel it. I feel it. He's just like me. He's chilling with me being lazy people like usual. Anyway, we were all stuck inside the building back then during the incident, so fine, I suppose there was no helping it. Though today, never mind, it's always like this with him. He always slips away, pops back in and saying, "It's done." My point is, what happens if one day one of those solo missions doesn't go his way and he just drops dead in the street somewhere? How are we supposed to help him then? Oh, that makes sense. If we put him in a meat grinder and his eyeballs pop out, he'd be totally dead. No, ew! Actually, how does he even know what's supposed to be done in the first place when nobody gave him any instructions? Bloke's gotta be relying on his gut feeling, innit? Gut feeling? Look, I only saw the bloke for a bit, so I can't say I've got him all figured out. He's an annoying bastard, but he didn't strike me as some clueless sod who doesn't know where he's stepping. Heathcliff scratched at his chin, then kept talking as though he were stating an obvious fact. Today's proof enough. He's not one of us, so Clockhead couldn't have reached him from that far and sent him to back us up. And there's no way he just happened to run into us when we were just about to get into battle, innit? Then... well, could be the bloke's got some stupidly sharp head on him and piece things together. Could be that. He's got hacky from One Piece. This observation hacky's too strong, guys. But I've got these moments where I get a flash of that gut feeling, however you want to call it. My boss man Matthew said he could hear that kind of shit too. Said, "I can hear them gears turning," or "I hear rats scurrying about." He'd do things you couldn't make heads or tails of. Listen, there was this one time when we were expecting a life and death fight. Matthew says he can hear them gears turning, walks into a random pub, starts throwing back drinks like he'd lost his bloody mind. Uh-huh. That does sound like someone who's lost his bloody mind. Bossman. Like when I was on the ship, some sailors used to drink the barrel dry before battling whales to blunt their fear, only to stumble around on deck and fall overboard. Yeah, and boss could knock it back like a whale. Still, the point is, getting plastered right before a turf war is not what most sane people would call a good idea. Had us all crossed, so we went stomping after him. And guess what? Turns out that pub was the secret hideout of where the opposing syndicate was holed up. They were crowding around the gaffer, running their mouths about how they'll kill him and put an end to the Dev Rabbits, and that's when we came storming in and had them surrounded instead. Not a single one of them got away. We beat them bloody, every last bastard, and the boss knew it would play out that way. Sorry, but this really sounds like a bar still bragging to me. Are you sure this wasn't just a coincidence? I should think it was no mere chance. If you are saying as much, then surely this was one, but among many such coincidences. Is that not so? Yeah, every time Matthew pulled one of those stunts, our lot ended up growing bigger. Wouldn't have kept working so neatly if it were just a coincidence. It is likely what is often referred to as, indeed, an instinctive sense or an experience-based precognition. Okay. More accurately, an unconscious process by which information is accumulated in the subconscious is sorted and converted into sensible conclusions. There have been some extremely rare cases in which Heathcliff has demonstrated the ability to arrive at coherent conclusions that surprise even Faust. On further analysis, it would appear that he was employing a mechanism similar to a sixth sense, as people call it. Is that a compliment, or are you taking the piss out of me? Though my mentor does not see fit to explain each step he takes. Faust still throws jabs at Cliff. When all is past, I oft find that no footfall of his was taken in vain. I would ask of you, grant him but a little time and wait. Keep waiting, and the shape of his intent may yet become clear. Though I confess, I have also been concerned of him as of late. His recent silence is far heavier than what I have noticed in the past. To wait, Don Quixote began, hesitated, and stopped herself from saying more. She only gave a quiet nod. Yeah, okay, I suppose our team leader has her own reasons for letting him be. That said, it doesn't mean I'm happy about it. Let us return to the task at hand and do what we can for now. Fine. As the others quieted down, I finally had the room to notice the place we found ourselves in. The dark room, right? Isn't this where we processed the photos? There wasn't a single ray of light, just a deep red hue pressing in from every side. I can't believe we've been chatting away in the dark this whole time, fellas, and this red light isn't helping at all, especially with my aging eyes. Oh, are you looking for the light switch? It's right here. And right then, don't turn on the light. I heard Mersault's clipped warning, his voice coming from a corner I didn't expect to find. Mersault, where are you? It reminds me of that one horror movie, Shutter. Oh, if it's like photograph related, that makes sense. House can't stand a coffee, Cliffy. At proper age, can you be smarter than her? Damn. Ah, there he is. That corner. Is he washing some? Oh, he's processing the film then. I'm developing the film roll, manager. Exposure to light might ruin the entire roll. Please exercise caution. So he'd been doing his own thing. That explains why he was quiet all along. Didn't think you'd know how to print photographs, pal. What's that for, anyway? You expressed a wish to have the film developed, manager. I am carrying out that instruction. I see. A photo studio first and now a dark room. This may be no more than conjecture, but it would not be unreasonable to suppose the axis of this distortion rests upon a photographer. The film's serial numbers either match those found in the photo studio or deviate by only a single digit. It is certain that this darkroom is connected to the studio in some way. The images bear a striking resemblance to these photographs. I also believe this building and that photo studio share a strong connection. Oh, where did you get these photos? I brought some from the photo studio. Cannot name the locations in the picture with certainty, yet they all appear to have been taken at various places in N-Corp's district. Buildings, mostly. Hey, wait! I know what these are! People take pictures like these when supplying stuff to that department store. Correct. The photos must have been taken by a docugrapher. Sorry, this is my first time seeing that word. Mersault chimed in, holding up an odd cylindrical container in his hand this time. He gave the container a shake every now and then, with a measured rhythm. Whatever he was doing seemed to be part of the process of developing the film. Film rolls are hardly affordable for the average resident in N-Corp. In most cases, taking photographs is done as part of professional duties. There are approximately 21 occupations in District 14 that utilize photography. However, only a single profession involves routinely photographing specific buildings adhering to fixed standards, and that can be observed in these pictures. And these docugraphers you mentioned, these are the people entrusted with that job? Yes, they photograph the information to be poured into canned experience. A docugrapher. How could a person of such a decently lucrative profession fall into distortion? Thank you for the follow, Wiring Mon. Welcome, welcome. Decent job, maybe. But how do we know if they're a decent person? Ezra replied with a clear-cut answer after only a brief pause. Doki Doki Gruffer. What makes you say that? The photo studio where we were didn't have any dark rooms, right? No, it didn't. My team leader said there are other ways of processing film rolls, but in N-Corp, you have to go to a dark room to develop and print them. Correct. Film rolls are usually immersed in developer solution to be processed. Which is why photo studios have these dark rooms equipped with red safe lights right next to them. But this place? It's pretty far from that photo studio. Huh. Yeah, now that you mention it. Check out these windows. They're only covered by newspapers, all messy-like. If you consider how sensitive film rolls are to light, it's really super suspicious that this darkroom doesn't have any proper blackout panels. And you know films can cost a fortune in some places in the city, right? Who in their right mind would print photos in a room patched up with yesterday's newspaper? Oh. This probably isn't even a legit darkroom. Someone just hauled in the bare minimal tools needed to develop film and threw them together in a hurry. Someone who didn't want to be seen printing photos. And people don't usually avoid scrutiny unless they're doing something not so decent. If that's the case, then I can see why they might have distorted. Right? Manager? Mersault came to my side quietly, still giving the strange cylinder an occasional shake. I have a request regarding your instruction to develop this film roll. What is it? Please ensure that the light in this room is not turned on until development is complete. Aren't we already doing that? Yes, however, engaging in battle opens the door to uncontrollable variables, which is why I have judged it necessary to make a separate request. Battle? Oh, battles are coming to me! There is no need for concern. I am capable of participating in combat while maintaining the development process. What a giga chad. I'll get the pudding hat in a sec. Oh wait, could you slow down? A battle, you say? Surely there must be a cause for you to believe so. At the photo studio, reinforcements arrived exactly 11 minutes and 34 seconds after N-Corp's pinframe team staff were defeated. Deductions based on events thus far make it clear that the photo studio in this dark room shares some kind of connection. Furthermore, Sinner Heathcliff, Sinner Honglu, and Sinner Gregor have battled the N-Corp's pinframe team in this very location. I hear footsteps rushing up the staircases, approaching closer and closer. I have a feeling I know what Mersault is getting at, but I ask anyway. Meaning? The initial rinse is finished. The process is now halfway to the completion of the second agitation. This indicates 11 minutes and 30 seconds have elapsed since the start of development. A battle is imminent. Please withdraw to a safe position, Manager. Mersault, you should have warned us way earlier! Understood, Manager. I will follow that instruction going forward. I have deemed it only necessary to warn you for... what? Like, I guess since he was talking for a while. 30 seconds before we actually get hit by the battle. Before the battle comes to us. Wow, that's really loud. Wait. Hey, wait! Battle. I thought there was a battle. There's only a story node. So we wrap it up just really easily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the 6th one. This one's weird since the story makes it obvious there's a fight here. Yeah, there's a fight here, but where is it? What the hell? After the battle. Oh. We just skipped it. Went like, yeah, okay, never mind. Something sits ill with me. Amid the sprawl of Escor's back streets distorted with the flash, Engdu had her gaze fixed somewhere high overhead. At the end of her gaze, are those photographs? A long line stretched across the open air, photographs hanging from it like laundry clipped to a clothesline. I mistook it for a kumjul at first, a warding rope, okay, and gave it little attention. Yet upon closer look, I saw those pictures hanging from the line. Perhaps they had been strung within the dark room and remained thus when the distortion took hold. And we switch the panels in between. Yeah, it's kind of disorienting, actually. Bizarre. Observation of unaffected elements in the space occupied by a location-type distortion is most irregular. Indeed, the items we bore from the studio have already changed into images of various sites of S-Corp, yet these alone remain as they were. Let's take them down and check them out ourselves. Just as I was wondering if the line was perhaps too high for me to reach, Mersol stepped forward and plucked a few photos off of it, and the instant he brought them to me, we heard another pop, and again the bright white flash blinded my vision for a moment. Good grief, this distortion likes to change its mind, huh? Keeps switching between S-Corp and N-Corp. It feels like getting caught in a flashbang detonation. My whole body tenses up and I go slack right after. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting flashbang too. Feels like there was some miscommunication between the writers and the science here. Yeah, I kind of feel like it should have been a mixed battle and like story node instead of just story. The other sinners were busy grumbling about the distortion and its sudden jumps, except for Mersol, who stood right in front of me with the photo still held out in his hand. Oh, you didn't drop them? No. He gave his usual short answer and then returned his attention to the cylinder he had been shaking. He then took the film out of the container and then flicked the liquid off of it clean, with clean controlled motions. Is the processing finally done? Oh wait, we're back here with the lights on now. Is it okay to take the film out? Yes, exposure to the light will not damage the film once development is complete and the image is fixed. There is no cause for concern. That's a relief. I couldn't say I followed all the technical details, but no cause for concern was all I needed to hear. Sighing in relief, I held up the photographs so I could take a proper look. Would you rather fight more? I mean, it's just in the sense of continuity of the story. It makes more sense if we did, or at least addressed it before we just skipped into the distortion. So, see anything odd in there, Manager Bud? There are people in them. Oh, it's not just locations this time. This one's someone getting bread. This one looks like a team of scientists or researchers. Someone holding out flowers, and this one is kind of blurred out, but this person's standing way ahead, and then this is like a branch or something. The people in the photographs all look different from one another. If I had to pick one similarity between them though, they all look cold and indifferent. Yeah, that's the city, alright. Ordinary folks you'd see anywhere. These aren't like those photos we picked up at the studio earlier. Are these the kinds of photographs they use to make canned experiences? What? What was that? The scenery around us seemed to ripple just now. I was about to ask Faust if she had also felt the strange sensation, but it faded away soon enough. Perhaps it's nothing serious. Maybe it was just a spell of random vertigo? Is it even possible to get dizzy when I've got a clock for a head? No. Mersol must have noticed that I was out of sorts for a moment, because he seemed to pause on the purpose before answering my question. No? I thought you said docugraphers take these photos to put into canned experiences. Raw ingredients for canned experience are handled exclusively by Grand Magazine Sisyphe. Sisyphe? There is no known method for external parties to access them. Sisyphe... what? Oh, I think I've heard of it. Canned experiences, right? They're high in demand in other districts too, but I heard the only brand stamped on them is Grand Magazine Sisyphe. Same name every time. I remember some of my classmates bragging about trying them whenever exam weeks came around. Never had one myself though, so I can't really explain it, but something about them just feels kind of wrong. Is that popular, huh? The unprocessed base content of canned experience, known as experience matter, is supplied to reprocessing factories where docugraphers fine-tune the experience's details. Photographs are primarily used for that purpose. It's a reference to Camus, the author of Mersol's source books. Oh, I see. They can fine-tune experience? An easier example for understanding would be to consider why docugraphers take photos take pictures of subjects such as buildings. A purchaser may wish to experience living in a luxurious building that they could never afford. Another may wish to vent out the impulses of violence by experiencing the burning of an expensive property. Demand for haute couture canned experience is increasing by the day. So that's why the photos from earlier were all fancy buildings. Yes, manager. Conversely, information concerning ordinary experience can easily be encountered in reality is low in demand. Another of his books is The Myth of Sisyphus. Oh. Then why photograph these residents at all? Perhaps they were not images harvested for their commodity value, but pure photography in and of itself. Mayhap they have been captured for a desire to seize a vanishing instant through a lens. There are people who take photographs knowing it would cost an exorbitant sum. I have seen some before. A staggering amount of money just to take a single photo. That is, if they could manage to find a photographer who would take the risk and help them take the picture. I'm not so crass as to put a price on sentiment and nostalgia, but spending this much money on film rolls, what could have made this investment worth it? I'd say maybe this isn't just a matter of sentiments or memories even. Hello! Yuki? Yuki. If you've ever seen the quote, one must imagine Sisyphus happy, that's where it's from. Oh, I low-key thought people were just memeing. Because I know Sisyphus is the dude with the boulder, right? Dang. Maybe this isn't just a matter of sentiments or memories even. Leafing through the photographs, I quietly express my thoughts. Executive manager? I'm not exactly an authority on distortions, but I know they manifest through desires or emotions that have become warped in bizarre ways. But everything in the distortion as shown us so far points back to S-Corp. That is, the S-Corp from the past that only Kim and Engdu would have seen and remembered. These photos, though, they're completely untouched by the distortion. Doesn't that feel off? There must be a strong fixation at play here, strong enough to slip past even a distortion. And if that obsession is something that refuses to let these memories be influenced, I think our next step should be to look for the people in these photos. These photographs are the only undistorted, unaltered clues that we have. I was trying to open this to take a screenshot of them. That's okay. Dante says it would be advisable to locate the people shown in these photographs. Oh, good idea. Team leader did say that we should accept input from LCB with open arms. Hey, Engzu, could you get me the office catalog? We'll probably need to commission an office affiliated with 7 Association. Let's look for one that can take the request right away. Can someone tell Ezra we're fine? I think I know where to find these people. Dante says one of the people shown in the photos has already been found. What? When? How? Well, I guess I'm just having a lucky day. Oh, here, I can take it again. Wink. Alright. I pulled the radio from my waist and switched it on without answering Ezra's question. TWRC. I think she said, do we regroup clock? That one was especially hard to understand, Ryoshi. Heh. Roger's with you, right? Can you put her on? Okay. Roger, you there? What? Dante wants to talk? Oh, one sec. I kind of went overboard with the bread and the pastries. My hands are completely full over here. Pastries? What kind? Just one of everything. Neat. Can you grab extra brioche and baguettes for me too? I love the ones from that street. They're so good. Hold on, I gotta readjust the pile if I wanna just throw them on the floor. That's the floor. They're packaged. Ryoshi, you can't treat food like that, okay? Bakers have feelings too, you know. How do you think the baker would feel if they knew someone was treating their precious babies like trash? Pastries eater to pastries eater communicate. True, brioche. Even after finishing in value, you don't understand. Understandable. This cupboard is rattling again for no reason. Anyways, Dante, can you give me a sec if you need me to fight? I just need to cram these into my pockets real quick. No. It's not a fight. Huh? Then what's this about? I took a closer look at the words written on the wicker basket in the first photograph Mersault had brought me. Where's that bakery you're at? Oh, I see. How many nodes is this intervallo? I'm guessing like 12 based on the time that we got the 1/3 thingy. So technically we're already halfway through. But I don't know if I should keep going now. It's another story node, it's probably okay. Cans. You know about can experience? They were just explaining it earlier. But no spoilers if there's extra information that they bring up later on. I think we'll do one more. Let's do one more. Cans. They'll probably talk about it here if it's called cans. Oh, here she is. Ah, I know who you're looking for. The owner of the bakery was a woman holding the same wicker basket as the one in the photograph. As she took one glance at the picture, I held up for her and gave a quick nod. This man, he works in Cannery 17 right next. He's a regular. He used to drop by every morning to buy sandwiches to share with his co-workers. Haven't seen him around lately, though. And those co-workers, I assume they were wearing the same uniform? Asking the question on my behalf, Otis showed the baker another photograph. Probably. He was always wearing one too. I guess it's the cannery uniform. Oh, you still don't get it? I've kind of mentally visualized it like VR. This confirms our lead. Executive manager, a few inquiries at that cannery should bring us to the information we need. Yeah, you're right, but it's just that she doesn't seem very concerned at all. She's one of the people in the photos that weren't affected by the distortion, right? Thought she'd be a close acquaintance. Allow me to verify, Executive Manager. Do you know the name of this regular you spoke of? His name? Am I supposed to know that? Though I wasn't expecting her to actually know his name, the apathy evident in her voice gave me pause. He took a photo of you. Wouldn't it be reasonable to assume that you're well acquainted with him? Oh, that. The baker's demeanor changed when Otis pressed a point, as she gave a strange, unsettling smile before pulling something from her apron pocket. A thin and round, can-like object. He said he'd give me 5 of these canned experiences for free if I let him take my picture. Even said he'd throw in a docograph of the building of my choice. He docugraphs buildings, right? I hear he even takes work trips to the nest every now and then, so I asked him to get me a docograph of this lovely mansion I saw by the nest suburbs. I know I'll never get to afford a beautiful place like that, but this way I could at least experience what it's like. And oh gosh, it was everything I could have hoped for. I couldn't quite put my finger on it, but there was a distinct eeriness to the dreamy, blissful smile on the baker's face that sent a chill down my spine. Young Mersol? Are these canned experiences truly possessed of such marvels, to pluck all semblance of reason from one's countenance? They maintain high demand across the city. District 14 is one of the several markets. I love her apron. Bread queen. Does thou mean that those who indulge in canned experiences may experience venturing on an expedition to the Great Lake and bungee jumping off of the summit of the skyscraper yonder as they remain seated where they are? They may. However... Oh! A magic can allowing you to pursue any dream the heart may conceive. Verily, I confess my own so much is much tempted. It differs from pursuing a dream. Mass-produced canned experiences are made from base experience matter mixed with various modified information. The resulting end product enables intense stimulation through altered memory. Therefore, it is unlike the dream expressed by Don Quixote. A piece of memory refined along numerous processing stages of the cannery's production lines is not equivalent to a genuine experience, meaning the usage of the experience in a previous statement must also be amended. Memories altered for intense stimulation. That does sound quite shady. How does this cast a shade upon the boons granted by the can? Adventures and tales are forsooth inclined towards a little grandeur, because the memories provided by canned experiences are extremely vivid. Statistics have shown that users of cans interpret them as authentic experiences and become dependent. So it is like Armageddon said, it's like drugs. Something for you to try aside from encapsulant. If they have experience batter, you can make experience pizza? Oh god. Instead of cans. Love my fish cooked in experience batter really levels up the flavor. Oh gosh. Good heavens. A possible cause of the formation of dependence patterns is that the canned experiences allow one to feel as if one has achieved a dream that is, in reality, impossible. Art thou implying that the users are made content with devouring forged dreams and stored in instant-use cans? Or worse still, the user may no longer strive to chase dreams in the waking world. For sweeter and more splendidly a dream is embellished, the more impossible it will appear to be grasped with one's own hands. To become a cause for surrender instead of inciting one to march forth, verily doth it not annul the significance of dreaming itself, if the resultant dream rouseth not the spirit to gallop towards it. Whether that annuls its significance I cannot know, but they sell well. Aw. So, how much will you be buying? By what? You came barging in with these questions. I was patient enough to answer them politely, wasn't I? Don't you think you owe me a sailor too? You're not about to leave without buying a single loaf after crowding my bakery and scaring off my customers, are you? Dystopian weeds? Yeah, kind of. Her case was on point, actually. With our whole group gathered around, the passers-by gave us a wide berth and hurried on, whispering among themselves. Nobody was about to come in and buy bread like that. Oh, come on, lady. I practically cleared your shelf already, didn't I? You did? Where the hell were you keeping all that then? Dia even got ass. Of course I had some already. And the rest is safely tucked in my coat pockets, so we can all share later. So you already ate some. Let's buy a little more. It's true we scared off the other customers. Understood. Given that the expense is made to facilitate this operation, the lack of prior budgeting should not pose a problem. Oh, nice! Sesame rice bun for me, please. He turned up again! It was Kim. He really did have a knack for making an entrance at the least expected moments. I want this. This is a nice, like, street. Hey, mister! Where you been this whole time? Oh, wait. Be cross with me all you like, but at least give me a moment. Ezra paused, waiting in puzzled anticipation. We already had dystopian alcohol, why not just get dystopian weed as well? I love that Raja has dimensional storage just so she can have more stacks. True. Only for Kim to take a sesame rice bun from the baker's hands and chomp into it. Alright, I'm ready. A freaking waste of bread! Oof. Ezra's angry face drove straight into Kim's solar plexus, folding him into the ground like a crumpled sack of potatoes as he rolled away. At this rate, the owner might start charging us for the whole bakery next, roof and all. Best get away from here. Manager. Marcel approached me as we walked down the street, with Ezra and Kim still squabbling behind us. He was holding a roll of something brown and tightly coiled. I have completed the development of the film per your instruction. Oh, so this is the film in that canister you were shaking. Do I just unroll it? Hold it up against the sun or other sources of light. As it is a reversal film, the images should be visible as they were photographed. Folded him into a triangle. True. I have no idea what a reversal film meant, but I did as he said and unrolled the film. Okay, I see it. That's pretty cool. Oh, is it showing? Can I see it too? Move over a bit. Let me have a look too. It was hard to make out the details because the images were too small, but I could still tell the strip was packed with almost identical pictures. Is this the same person in every shot? In the same pose in all of them? Huh. You're right. No, wait a second. See the arm here? The further along the strip you go, the lower it gets. Yeah, and the head looks like it's turning to the right. Huh? We were all squinting up at the tiny frames when Sinclair suddenly flinched and went stiff like he'd seen something he shouldn't have. A second later, all color drained out of his face. No, you're scaring me. What's wrong, Sinclair? Sinclair, what's the matter? This reminds me of something I learned in school. You draw a picture in the corner of a stack of notes or a thick book in the exact same spot on every page. You start with the arms down and make a small pitch change on each page. Nudge the arms higher and higher till they're all the way raised up. Yeah, like an animation. Quick, we need to run. Ricardo's gone. After this, we're gonna end off here today and then finish the rest of it tomorrow. When you flip the pages fast enough, the drawings stop looking like separate images. The still figure starts moving. That class was called Introduction to Motion Pictures. Yeah. I remember the teacher saying that video footage we watch are all made the same way. Are you saying that this is... Can we rate art? Yeah, sure! A continuous sequence of still images. The arrangement of frames suggests that this film strip is highly likely to constitute footage, a violation of NCorp's tab. Oh, that's why he's so scared. Wait, why is having film footage a violation of taboo? But that is a lead we will taboo hunters have been sent to your location. No. It's a battle story. We'll do it tomorrow. I do not know how close we are. I hope we're at least halfway, so tomorrow we'll be able to finish the other half. But yeah, I don't want to too overextend it. So yeah. Tomorrow we'll finish the other half. We'll be rating Art. Yippee! I'll check what she's doing. But thank you very much, everybody, for joining today's stream. I'm having fun with it so far. I don't know why, I was a little nervous before we started, wondering how difficult the intervallo would be, but it's been pretty okay. Like, the 2 battles that we did weren't so bad, and also I like the theming and all of the theming of photographs and the way that Mersal is starting to become more active as it's approaching his time. I like it. I like where we're going right now. I can't wait to see more tomorrow and finish this. I mean, City Tab will probably have something to do with profit. Oh yeah, that's true, because photos itself are super expensive. So if someone was privately making like, yeah, I'll make videos out of you, that's gotta be even worse, right? Probably. They could also like expand on it tomorrow too. We shall see. I mean, it's titled Taboo, so they might like touch on that tomorrow. I now wonder what were L-Corp's taboos. With all the shit that happens inside LoveCorp, huh? Normal fixers! You gotta be a little quirky for everybody who comes in here. But thank you! Thank you very much for joining today's stream. Have a nice day or night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow to finish this intervallo. And take care of yourselves. Bye-bye! Good night!